Welcome back, and this is MBC Parliamentary Highlights. Government says it is making efforts to find ways of improving operations of Air Malawi, which is temporarily on suspension due to financial and logistical problems. Minister of Transport and Public Infrastructure, Sidik said this in Parliament when he was responding to a question from parliamentarian for Balaka South, George Mnesa, who wanted to know what the current position was to do with the national flag carrier.
Malawi has not stopped flights as I said, that Air Malawi has not suspended flights completely. This is an immediate issue that we are sorting out. We will soon fly again as Air Malawi. The employees will still be maintained, but with regards to how commercially viable the airline will be, we'll have to take other measures so that this particular issue should be sorted out. As you're aware, that Air Malawi has been making losses through and through, so we'll have to match what can be done, the capacity to hold how many employees and what should be done. That is what we are looking at. So meanwhile, the Air Malawi employees are taken care of. We would suspect that probably in the next 14 days we'll have something going. So it won't be off board to take care of the employees as of now. As for Salima South, it says we need transparency in what is happening. I really wouldn't want to speculate, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, as the meetings are carrying on now, but I can spell it out that there are three issues that can be done that we are looking at as government. One is probably to recapitalize Air Malawi. When we do so, we should recapitalize it with sufficient funds, or capitalizing it in a term that the business should be viable. So we're looking at that area. We're looking at partnership, which could come along probably with good airlines that are interested to come and couple with us as Air Malawi. We're looking at an alternative whereby if nothing comes up, maybe liquidation, but that is out of the question as of now. So I would like to inform, he's not listening, but I said so. If I ask him what I said, he will not even tell me what I said.
No, he is attentive.
He's not.
He's attentive.
Did you hear what I said, honorable member?
Sidik, Minister responsible for Transport and Public Infrastructure. He was tackling the issue of Air Malawi. You know, Air Malawi has been on and off. It has been sailing through troubled waters. We're talking of some two Boeing 737s not working. They are currently in South Africa. We're talking of the ATR-42 undergoing maintenance. What do you think is the way forward, Diane?
Honestly, I think it's like a case of coming from bad to worse, because this is an airline that is coming from a period of actually going through financial problems. Yeah. You remember government has actually had to bail it out time and again, and that also has been a major issue why civil society and other interest groups have been calling for privatization of the airline. You remember they were saying that government cannot continue actually subsidizing operations of Air Malawi. Yeah. But then on the other side, you had government that was arguing that it's really a national asset. Yeah. I mean, it's the pride of Malawi.
Our flag carrier.
You cannot really sell it off and then come back later on and say you don't have anything. So that argument has been there for quite a long time, but I think now maybe the problems have just been compounded by the fact that now you don't have the tools of your trade. Yeah. I mean, they actually run an airline, but then they no longer have any plane to fly, which means the only option remaining here is to go the charter way. But we all know that chartering the planes really is quite an expensive venture. It means, right, you pay quite a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
We have seen Air Malawi doing that for quite some time, because when the two Boeings were grounded, that's the Kwacha and the Sapito were grounded in South Africa, they were using the ATR-42 for quite a long time.
Yes.
But now it also has to go for routine maintenance. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You don't keep on flying an aircraft that, you know, that really it is now due for service.
Yes,
so they just have to take it back there for service as well.
Yeah.
Maybe the other alternative would have been to go and charter, but we've already seen that chartering really at this point in time is not a better way of doing it, because you are just paying out the little money that you have. You're actually having to pay it or hire somebody's plane. You know. So I believe really, like the minister says, government will be able to come up with a better way.
Yeah, something is being done.
Because privatization, as the other analysts have put it, is not the best option at this point in time. But generally everybody agrees that this is an airline that is really ailing at this point in time, and something has to be done about it.
Yeah, indeed, we heard from earlier on, we heard from Muhammad Sidik, Minister responsible for transport and public infrastructure, speaking on the current position, the status of the country's flag carrier, that is Air Malawi.